Mortal Kombat 1. Screen reader. Would you like to enable screen reader? Disable. Cross button.
Having liberated the Hourglass and become Keeper of Time, my next task was to restart history. Not beholden to past events, I was free to craft a new era. It was with humility and restraint that I approached this blank canvas. After careful preparation, I began work, painting over the darkness. After eons passed, I sketched out the realms. After eons more, I brushed them in with life. In my new era, all beings will have the opportunity to find peace. Whether or not they do will be their responsibility. For my power only permits me to begin this endeavor. It is the duty of mortals to finish it.
Oh snap. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. I think we got it. I think we got it. I done cracked the code. Last time I went live, I was on my PS4. So now I done upgraded, got the PS5. You know.
Shang Tsung. Zendel. Darius. Chameleon.
We're gonna take it to the dungeon. Matter of fact, hold up. Corrupted Forest.
Corrupted Forest. Finisher. Fatality. Shang Tsung wins.
You know what? I think I'm about to go live for real, for real. This is just a test. It's just a sound check. And this is not really a gaming channel, like I was trying to say before. This is my backup channel to my main channel, or my first channel, I should say. I then put my main channel on the shelf and turned this one into my main channel. And when I was live streaming, you know, a year or so ago on this channel, and I was doing it through video games, I was interfacing with, I was just using video games to interface. So, but this is not a gaming channel. This channel is not for kids. So I'm seeing my numbers just shot up a little bit, and I'm hoping it ain't no kids. You know, if you're not a teenager, if you're at least not a teenager. If you're not a teenager, you should not be here. You should not be here, because when I go live on this channel, I'm gonna talk about some serious, hard-hitting content. Some not just content, but some serious, hard-hitting topics of discussion. But hold on though, real quick, because I still got some interfacing to do. I still got some sound check to do. Let's see here. There we go. Pipe that down just a little bit. Hold on, let me see what my mic sound like. Does my mic sound nice? Let me see what my mic sound like. Does my mic sound nice? Topics of discussion. All right. My mic does indeed sound nice. But yeah, stay tuned for my upcoming live stream. I don't know when I'm gonna do it because I still got some things that I need to review. But you know, just a quick heads up, I will be talking about the Travis Hunter situation and what's going on with that because I think that is, you know, extremely relevant and pertinent. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get the juices flowing right now because if I get started, then I'm gonna have to restart. I'm gonna have to just, you know, rename the stream. You know. But since we here though, you know, I just let folks know to, you know, to the folks who know me in this sector, and to the folks who are a part of a different sector that know me. This is the artist formerly known as Benjamin D'Souza, aka Apex 3900. Now I'm just, you know, 3900, you feel me? But yeah, hey, shout out to you. I mean, hey, if it mean anything, man, if you could get the likes up too, you know, just hit the like button. It's free, man, for real. You know. But what was I gonna say? Um, yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back like I never left something, man. Just to give y'all a quick recap of what's been going on. I am no longer in the army. You know what I'm saying? I got my DD-214. You feel me? I got my DD-214, so I am a civilian. You know what I'm talking about? And we about to go through all of these fatalities. We about to go through all of these fatalities.
Scorpion.
Can I just hit a random? Or no? You know what?
Sindel. Darius. Chameleon.
But yeah, man, I've been oh, excuse me.
Wu Shi Academy.
I've been out the army for a little over a year now. Hold on, is this the fatality? I'm trying to do the let's see there. But yeah, man. And shout out to everybody, man, in my old unit, man. You know, shout out to the real ones and shout out to the suckers, man. You know, I still, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep an eye on folks, you know what I'm saying? Just to see, keep my finger on the pulse, you know what I mean? Some people, you know, call it what you want.
Scorpion. Sindel.
But, you know, ain't no love lost.
Darius.
Or love gained for that matter.
Chameleon.
If I can just be transparent about my
Hanging Gardens.
military career, it didn't necessarily go the way I wanted it
Finish
to go.
her.
Hold up.
Fatality. Scorpion wins.
That's brutal. That's brutal. Hold on, let me do some more sound check real quick, cause Buddy, his voice is on slaps, bro. It really is. Let me pipe him down, man, cause he kind of throwing me off. Adjust the volume of the story cinematic Is he the commentator? Matter of fact, we're gonna pipe him down right here. Let's see what that's talking about. But yeah, man, like, if I can just be transparent, man, there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to do when I was in, but for the most part, I got what I could have got from the military experience, man, I tell folks, you know, especially if you come from a small town, right? And let's say,
Sub-Zero, Sindel, Darius, Chameleon.
damn, this shit's still up there. Alright.
The Maze.
Let's say you from a small town, right?
Finish her.
Hold up. Slide down. That's crazy.
Fatality. Sub-Zero wins.
Buddy cold-blooded, ain't he? But yeah, man, if you from like a small town, man, and you ain't never seen anything, man, I advise y'all brothers to join the army. Especially if you from like a small town where, you know, it ain't shit popping in your town. If you from like Bumblefuck, West Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Bumblefuck, Arkansas, Bumblefuck, Wyoming, and you know, you got like one major business in your town and shit, and you ain't got no other prospects, man. Especially if you're a young black man, go down to, first of all, study. Let's start there. Study, do your homework, and then go take the ASVAB. You know what I'm saying? And then, who is Buddy? And, and then go join the military, bruh. What the fuck is this, man? This shit is crazy, man. I'm getting bombarded with this bullshit. I don't know why you jokers keep popping up in my suggested. I don't rock like that, man. I don't. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, though, and make sure you have a plan, man. You know, I never got to do this live stream. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn this into a military live stream. I was supposed to do this live stream with Mr. Fantastic, but Buddy just straight flaked on me. You know, he's like, "Hey, Apex, man, let's do a live stream together, man. Let's collaborate together and do a live stream about the military, you know, 'cause I'm in the military, I was in the Navy, you in the Army, you know, and we can really lay out, you know, some a roadmap for these young black men's and whatnot to follow." And I was with it, bro. I was hype, hype, hype. You know what I'm saying? Took my notes, you know, got my notes together and shit. And I was all up in Buddy inbox. Like, yo, what's up? When you trying to do it? When you trying to do it? When you trying to do it? And he just kept playing me to the left. Kept playing me to the left. So I said, damn, that's crazy. For real, for real. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's all good, man. You know, it's like I always say, man, the Lord is just. You know, the Lord is just. You know, so if shit don't necessarily go the way you think it should go, man, it's gonna go the way it should go. You might not think it should go that way, but you know, it's gonna go the way it should go. You feel me? Mm. As I scroll through somebody's Facebook page, and they're in the military. She looked familiar. Mm. I'm gonna send her a friend request. For real. But yeah, man. Make sure you have a plan. Hold on, it's kind of chilly up in here, man. It's kind of chilly up in here. Let me get my sweater, man. I'm on Central Time now. When I was in the Army, I was on Hawaiian time. I wasn't even on Pacific time, man. I was on Hawaiian time. That shit is crazy, man. You know what it's like being like 4, 5 hours behind everybody. Everybody back home in the States is on either Central Time, East Coast time, or shit. I got a relative that's on Mountain Time, and I got a relative that's on Pacific time. But that shit was hard, man. You know, I gotta, you go to lunch. We got lunch at what 11:30. We come off of lunch at 1300. We gotta report back to the company at 1300, right? So and at that time it's what back home it's like 4 or 5 o'clock. And now I gotta go. I gotta duck off somewhere, to call my shorty and shit and talk to her or try to for at least about 10, 15 minutes before my team lead starts pushing out tasks and what have you. But now I'm back. I'm back. The prodigal son has returned. You know, I am no longer in Hawaii. And shout out to Hawaii too, man. Let me just say that. Matter of fact, I don't want to wear that. I'm gonna wear my other shit if I can find it. Hold up. But yeah, though. Shout out to Hawaii, man. Wonderful place to visit. I don't know if I'll necessarily live there. Now, if I was a millionaire, I'd definitely have me like a little bungalow up in that mud. You know what I'm saying? Some little, little quaint, humble beach house and shit, that I can duck off to, catch some sun rays and shit, put my toes in the sand and shit. Get my head together real quick before I get back to the hustle and bustle of the States, you know. But living there, first of all, the let me just say this. First of all, I don't like the traffic. I don't like the traffic, bruh. And I'm talking about Oahu. I'm not necessarily talking about the big island or the other small islands. I'm talking about Oahu. And if you don't know, um, where Honolulu is, technically the name of that island isn't Hawaii, it's Oahu. The big island is the actual island of Hawaii, but they just call all those chains of islands Hawaii, right? And also, before I go any further, my condolences go out to the people of Lahaina. I don't know if I said that right, but in case anybody listening, whether live or recorded, when I was still living in Hawaii, something happened to where a massive fire broke out. I mean, it made major headline news. I don't, you know, you everybody should have heard about it, but this shit was crazy. I mean, crazy work. I mean, Lahaina and do your and I figure myself a amateur anthropologist, man. I study cultures. I find it interesting. I like to study people's customs and how they do things and what they do. But Lahaina is the original capital of King Kamehameha. I know a lot of my Dragon Ball Z heads gonna be like, Kamehameha, what? Yeah, King Kamehameha, you heard me correct. Uh, Side note, King Kamehameha, he actually unified all the Hawaiian Islands and brought them under one rule, which I find very interesting. He needs a movie needs to be made about him for real, and I think The Rock, or one of those ooses from the WWE, they need to play him. If I had the money, I'd put some money behind that shit and make it. You know what I mean? But yeah, King Kamehameha. Do your homework on King Kamehameha. His original capital, that being Lahaina, was unfortunately burned down to the ground due to a wildfire outbreak. So, my thoughts and condolences and my prayers go out to the people of Lahaina. You know what I'm saying? But and oh yeah, those Howleys is moving in. They trying to buy that shit up now. Now that it done burnt down, it's still prime real estate because it is on the island of Maui. I believe the southwestern portion. Let me look that up real quick. I believe it's on the southwestern portion of Maui. Let me see. Let me see. Lahaina. That's on the eastern portion. No, is that Lahaina? Alright, here we go. It's on the west portion. It's on the western portion of Hawaii. Oh, Maui, the island of Maui. So, but yeah. Yeah, those Howleys, they trying to make a move. They're trying to make a move for y'all shit, which I think is wrong. I think all of those big money people who are trying to go in there and buy that up, I think you need to get your hands off of those people's ancestral homeland, and that island, that particular island and that particular city has a lot of cultural significance. So I think the best thing that you should do is, instead of using your money to buy it up, you need to use your money to fix it up. You get what I'm saying? But, that's a whole nother story for another day. This chick. But yeah, though, let me get back to this, talking about this army shit, man, or this military shit, man. Man, look, like I said, if you do have or excuse me, if you do, let's say, come from a small town, hold on, somebody talking about me. Somebody's talking about me, my ears itching. But, if you ever come from a small town, man, do your homework, study the ASVAB and take the ASVAB test, man, and get the best career or job that you can in the military. If you good with your hands and you're a mechanic, bro, go for mechanics, man. If you have an interest in computers, uh, go get into computers. You know. Damn, shorty, what you got your shit locked for? That's crazy. Mm, I feel you though. You know what? I'm gonna do this. On second thought, I'm gonna keep it pushing. But yeah, though, my job in particular I was at 25 Hotel. Actually, I was at 25 Quebec, and what they did was they consolidated two 25 series jobs and made 25 Hotel. I believe they took Quebec's and I want to say November's, 25 November's. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but they took two MOSs and they combined them and made them hotels, you know, and then they just trained us on the go. They cross-trained us on the other duties and whatnot of the other 25 series, which we merged together with, you know. But yeah, 25 series. Technically, my job title is a multi-channel systems operator maintainer. So basically, I keep the radios going. You know, that's what my job was. Oh no, this chick got crazy eyes. We gonna keep it pushing. Keep that shit moving. But yeah, man, it was fun. It was fun. I will say that, man. I will say that. Oh, and also, man, you gotta have your mind right, man. You gotta have your mind right because when it comes to soldiers and whatnot, you got three type of soldiers, right? And this is true in life. This is a metaphor for life. This isn't just relevant in the army. This is a relevant. This is excuse me. This is relevant across all sectors and spaces and walks of life. You got three type of soldiers, right? You have your shit bag. Pardon my language, but that's what they are. Shit bags, buddy fuckers. AKA Blue Falcons. These are the scumbag of the army. These are guys who are always in basic training. They're the ones that are just doing stupid shit, getting your whole platoon smoked. You know what I'm saying? shout out to shout out to this one battle buddy. I ain't gonna say his name, but he's from New Jersey, white kid. And this dude was a shitbag, bruh, and he always was getting us smoked, man. I'm talking about he was stealing extra food, bringing extra food back to the bay, and then he'd get caught with it, and we just get fucked up, man, behind that shit. Uh, kind of like off the what's that one scene off of Full Metal Jacket when the drill sergeant found Private Pyle's stash of food and shit, and it was like that, man. He was doing all kind of shit, man. I, it was like one of our ranges that we went to. I think it might have been the first range we went to, right? The drill sergeants told us, do not turn your weapon on fully auto. Because, well, the old rifles, I should say, the M4s, because the Army is getting new rifles. But the M4s, they have two selectors on, actually three. They got safe, they got single shot, then they got fully auto. You never put it on fully auto. You always, when we go to the range, we're doing single shots. You know what I'm saying? The 20-meter target will pop up, bang. The 100-meter target will pop up, bang. The 30-meter target pop up, bang. The 300-meter target will pop up, bang. This dude, man, and he's all the way on the other end from me. And when we got back to the bay, I was like, man, who was that turned that shit on fully auto? And it was like, man, that was such and such. I said, man, why you do that shit, man? Because I'm like, you can't play around on the range, man. You don't play around on the range at all. Whatever the drill sergeants tell you to do when you on the range, man, you better do it. You know what I'm saying? Because those are weapons. Those are weapons of war that some 17, 18, 19-year-old kid is toting around. You know what I'm saying? One misstep and shit could go bad. You get what I'm saying? Shit could go left. So, excuse me. So just keep that in mind, man. When you go to basic training, bro. If you go to OSIG for my knuckle draggers, if you go to OSIG basic training, or hell, I'll even show some love to the Marines. Or if you go to boot camp, whatever you call it, man. When you go to that range, bro, please, if matter of fact, not just the range, cause we threw a live grenade as well. We did, we did thumb the clip, you know, strike a pose. You feel me? If you know, you know. But if if you're ever engaged, well, really, you should listen to the drill sergeants what they trying to tell you anyway. But if you're doing anything that could cause you or anybody else around you harm, you need to be paying very close attention. So if you're going to the range, if you're going to Ramagda, if I forgot if I'm saying that right, but Ramagda is the event where you go and you learn how to throw grenades. So if you're doing Ramagda, if you're doing Freedom Tower, now where the base I was at, Freedom Tower was like this. How tall was it? I forgot how tall it was. But basically, you get on this tower, you strap some rope to you, and then you just descend from the tower down the tower. You know what I'm saying? Like they do in the movies where you kick off the wall and you slide down, and then your feet touch the wall again, and you kick off the wall, slide down. That shit, bruh. We was doing that shit. You get what I'm saying? That shit was fun. And you know what? I'm gonna say your name too, Drill Sergeant White. Yeah, Drill Sergeant White. You did some fuck shit at Freedom Tower, and I ain't forgot about that shit either. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to have me have a little extra slack in my rope, so when I descend, I slip and fall down that mug. Yeah. She, man, I'm like, listen, I've been climbing trees and climbing fences and climbing buildings and scaling walls since I was a shorty. I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? And that's another thing, man. When I joined, right, I turned 36 my first week of basic training. So I was 35. I was 35 when I swore in, and I turned 36 in basic training. Straight up. Good times, good times. And I was still kicking ass in PT as well. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story for another day though. But yeah, man, make sure when you go to basic training, man, that you pay attention, man. You take that shit serious. But yeah, getting back to the three archetypes that you're gonna come across, right? You're gonna come across the shit bags, man. These are people, man, they don't have a plan. They don't have any direction. And they just really don't care. You know what I'm saying? They join the army just to get a charger and just to get a paycheck and just to, pop as many bras as they can. You get what I'm saying? I call these guys charger niggas. That's what I call them. I call them charger niggas. Yeah. Charger niggas are people who buy these new muscle cars. You could drive a Camaro or a Challenger or a fucking Mustang, and I'm still gonna call you a Charger nigga, cause the Charger is like the that's the official car for the YN. You get what I'm saying? Everybody want a Hellcat or Scat, and that's another thing, man. Some of y'all, bruh, don't. I'm gonna put a pin in that. But yeah, that's the shit bag, man. You know, he a lot of times they come from the hood. They ain't got no prospects. They either didn't graduate high school or barely graduated high school. They ain't going to college. They you know they football career fell through, or they did some shit. They did some stupid shit. They committed a crime of some sort, and the judge said, "Hey, I'll give you an ultimatum. You can either do this prison time, or you can sign up for the army." We had a guy in basic like that. It was a white dude, and his name escapes me off the top of my head, but um, he had that offer. He that shit happened to him, and the judge told him like, "Look, man, you whatever. I don't know what he did, but he did something." And they told his ass, "Look, man, we gonna either sign you your big country fed looking self. You either gonna sign up for the army, or you gonna head take your ass upstate." And he joined the army. And furthermore, this dude was a monster. I mean, a monster at PT. He was probably about my size, a good 6 foot, every bit of like 220, 230 pounds. And I mean, this dude he one of them corn-fed white boys, cock strong, and uh, could run. Not only was this dude strong, but he could run. I mean, this dude, he looked like a smaller version of Brian Urlacher. He's like 18, 19 years old with a fucking receding hairline and shit. Like he had a bald head, bro. He came in the basic with a shaved head and shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's 18, 19 years old with a bald head, bro. But he wasn't a shitbag. He was pretty squared away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the shitbag. The second archetype is the middle of the rotor. It's the middle of the rotor. These are guys who just they do just enough. On average, they don't go above and beyond, but at the same time, they're not gonna do shit that's gonna compromise other people. You know what I'm saying? These are the middle of the rotors. A lot of times, these are the guys who, in high school, they were, I say, 3.0 type of students or whatever, or they might have been like 2.0 students, but they want to go to college, but they didn't get a scholarship and they don't have the money, so they join the army. You know what I'm saying? And they join the army for the GI Bill so they can get their college paid for. You know what I'm saying? These guys, they're like, I can deal with the middle of the rotor because at least the middle of the rotor has some purpose. They have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? They have a plan. They have a purpose. You know, they're coming to the army to get some benefits so they can make a better life for them and their family. You know what I'm saying? Now the last archetype is the true believer. These are the men and women who are dyed in the wool, and they buy in. They buy in to what the army is selling. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and these archetypes aren't set in stone. So if you come in the army as a shitbag, you can leave the army as a true believer. If you come in the army as a middle of the rotor, you can leave the army as a shitbag. It all depends on, your character development. You know what I'm saying? And how you progress. And how you know, but yeah, the true believer is just as it sounds. These are the guys who they go above and beyond. They go above and beyond and they like that shit. They don't just like it, they love it. You know what I'm saying? These are the guys you want on your team. These guys are damn near psychopaths, to be honest with you. I was and still am a true believer. I really am. You'll never hear me say anything necessarily bad about the macro of the army. You'll never hear me say anything bad about the big army. Now, when you're talking about the micro, when you're dealing with interpersonal relationships with certain individuals in the army, then yeah, I have my critiques. You know what I'm saying? But it's checks and balances to it. But yeah, yeah, I am a true believer, and if the good Lord sees fit to bless me with a son, I may try to at least tell him to do one contract in the army. Like, hey son, why don't you go and take your behind to the army for a little bit? You know what I'm saying? You can just do one contract, but it's gonna enrich you as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things that I got from the army, I already had going into the army. It's just that the army was like a force multiplier. You get what I'm saying? The army just took certain things, certain character traits about me, and just multiplied it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative of that. But yeah, all in all though, I would rate the overall. I'm not gonna put a number on it. I'm not gonna put a number on it. I enjoyed my time in the army. I did, from basic training all the way up into the last mission that I was on. You know what I'm saying? I very much so enjoyed it. You know what I mean? The good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think that's about it, man. I done dropped enough game on y'all, man. I might do a part two to this whole army series, man, because I think it's important. I think it's important, especially for the black men. You know what I'm saying? The young black men. I know a lot of people, excuse me, a lot of soldiers and whatnot, or military members in particular. I know we get a bad rap, you know, and some of it's earned, you know, some of it is earned. But man, look, the institution itself is not a bad institution. You know what I'm saying? And it will install character traits in young black men that need to be installed. You know what I'm saying? Side note, the term, the popular term op, that is an army term. That is an army term, op. Now I know them, the drill rappers in Chicago, they took it and ran with it, but op is short for op 4. Op 4 is short for opposition forces. You know what I'm saying? So when we were on mission and we were in the bush, war gaming and shit, they would call. I'm not gonna give away too much of the game. I'm not gonna give away the particulars. I'm not saying anything that is adverse to mission critical things in the army. What I'm saying is common knowledge. This is I'm not divulging any secrets of any kind. This is common knowledge. So all right. So when we're wargaming, right? You got the good guys. You got the bad guys. Somebody has to play the bad guy. A lot of times, depending on your battalion or your brigade, it may be another brigade that's playing Op 4. And then the next time around, your brigade will play Op 4 to them. You know what I'm saying? And they'll take like an Op 4, they got on different uniforms. It's not everybody doesn't have on the same uniform. So say, for instance, you know, my brigade, we have on our regular OCP uniforms. Op 4 will have on like the old school BDU uniforms. The BDU uniforms are like the darker green, darker brown uniforms that they wore in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? The OCP pattern that you see today, that's more suited for, um, how can I say this? Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, And so the I4 is out there. We war gaming. You know what I'm saying? But another term that the drill rappers made popular that is an army term is the term striker. Striker, yes. The term that is applied to vehicles, i.e., Hellcats and whatnot, and they call them strikers. That's an army term. That's a military term. In the army, what a striker is, it's not a Humvee, but it's a smaller vehicle. It's used for fast assaults. You know what I'm saying? It's a smaller vehicle. It's probably it seats four, maybe could fit five in there, depending on if you got like a standing gun, and then you can have a standing gunner on the top with a swivel gun. Having fun that way. But it's just meant for a small team to you know get to a certain point real fast and lay down the hate. So I just thought that was interesting that two terms that Chicago drill rappers made famous, that being op and striker, are actually military terms. You know, and that lets me know that some of what, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, but I see you. I see you. But anyway, let me go ahead, man. Get up out of here, cause yeah, I might get on a little later, man. Do this Travis Hunter live stream, man. I got to chime in. I got to get me a piece of this, man. Because, man, look, I see, I see. I'm not gonna say I see a lot of him in me, but I see some of him in the younger me. You know what I'm saying? And I wish somebody could pull this man coattail, man, and let him know, like, hey, man, you are literally about to make one of, if not the worst mistake in your entire life. I'm not trying to speak ill on this man. I'm not. I wish him and his fiance the best, and I wish they would work. I wish they could, ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after. But me being a man that's 40 years old, man, I've been around since 84, 1984, when I took my first breath, and I've seen it all. I've seen it all. You name it, man. I've either said it or done it. You get what I'm saying? Real spill. Hold on real quick. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. And really, man, it's just a shame that uh, a non-for-real talent, a generational talent such as Travis Hunter, is about to potentially, Lord forbid, but he's about to get tore out the effing frame. He really is. Cause that chick is about to do him something decent. And I don't mean decent as in good. For real. You know? For real. I might just go ahead and go into it, man. Matter of fact, fuck it. I'ma just go into it, man. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Alright, let me say this, man. Because Jason Black, he really sparked my inspiration to do this live stream on this particular topic, because he said a few things And one thing that stood out to me is that Jason Black, he was talking about, well, Travis Hunter, nobody's gonna mistake Travis Hunter as like a supermodel, right? Which I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But with that said, I don't believe that Travis Hunter is a quote unquote ugly guy. In my opinion, he's not ugly. You know, is he a heartthrob? No, he's not. But is he ugly? No. And furthermore, all these gals walking around here talking about get you a medium ugly dude, get you a medium ugly dude. So his looks really have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? If you look at him, the brother got straight teeth. He got perfect white teeth. He has a perfect smile. He has a square jaw. Now, the square jaw is something that, you know, that's been around since before we was even, for as long as there was male and females copulating. The square jaw denotes, the square jaw is an indicator that this particular man is of a, how you say, higher testosterone level. So those are subconscious. So when a female sees a man with a square jaw, subconsciously she's gonna tell herself like, man, this dude could give me some strong babies. Essentially, just to keep it simple and plain. You get what I'm saying? So the brother got straight teeth, square jaw, and he's what, 6'1", 6'2"? You get what I'm saying? And his athletical prowess is, he's a generational talent as far as that's concerned. You know what I'm saying? So the brother is one of one. He is 1% of 1%. You get what I'm saying? As far as males are concerned. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the brother is ugly. You get what I mean? He is, as if I can use a ministerial red pill term, he is a 666 guy. 6 feet, 6 figures, six pack. He checks all those boxes. He checks all those boxes. Where he is deficient is, I think he might have been sheltered as a kid or coddled as a kid. I don't think he really jumped off the porch like that. Even though he do got that in him, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he shows it when he's on the field. He's still kind of goofy. I mean, like he got a lot of kid in him. He's too playful. You know what I mean? He's not serious enough. Like with me in particular, man, I've been a gangster and a thug since elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Quiet as kept. You know what I mean? Like, me and the homies, man, back in elementary school, one time in particular, the homies come to the house, right? Boom, 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 boom. They knock on the door. I answer the door. I'm the only guy in the hood with a basketball goal, and I got a basketball goal in my backyard, right? So I'm thinking they want to play basketball. They like, hey, Ben, hey, it's this house up the street on my block that's abandoned, man. We trying to break in that mug. I said, oh, word? I go to the garage, go open my daddy toolbox and get a flathead screwdriver. Now I'm like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Like I'm in elementary school. So I get the flathead. I'm like, all right, man, let's go. We get to the abandoned house, right? They like, man, let me see that screwdriver, man. Let me see that. I'm like, hell no, man. This I brought this from my house. I'm about to crack this mug. Nigga broke into the abandoned house. Me and the guys running through that mug. You know what I'm saying? Good times, man. Good times, man. And Man, we used to go to the neighborhood corner store and steal little packs of Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? And then take the Kool-Aid back to the house, pour it in a plastic bag, pour some sugar in it, and then eat the sugar and Kool-Aid like it was pixie candy. You get what I'm saying? For real. Moms give you a little change, like, hey, go to the store and grab a newspaper, or get this or whatever. Or go buy me a Jet magazine, right? You know, I take the little $5, man, go down to the corner store, man, and buy a Jet magazine, man. I grab probably about 3, 4, maybe 5 packs of Kool-Aid, man. Slide them in between the Jet magazine, and you know, this before they was scanning them too. So he'll look at it and I already know the price and be like, all right, okay, $3, and then take the other $2, you know, buy me and my little brother, you know, a soda and a Snickers. And I'm walking up out of there, got mom's Jet magazine. Me and my little bro, we got a couple of sodas and a Snicker bar that we could split. You feel me? So, you know, it was a good day that day. You feel me? And other things we used to do, right, as a kid. I grew up on the east, right? Right around the corner from an arcade. This arcade was named, and it's still up to this day. The arcade is called Cool Crest. Cool Crest, right? So I mean, they got miniature golf, they got go karts, and they got video games and shit. We used to go there, right? We would unplug a ticket machine, like a ticket game, like a skee ball, right? We'd unplug it and plug it back up. And when you did that, like 50 tickets would come out. It would just spit out a gang of tickets. And at that time, you could take 2 tickets and trade them in for 1 token. You know what I'm saying? So you unplug the machine, the skee ball machine, a couple times and get like 100 tickets, man. That's 50 tokens right there. You go to Cool Crest with no money and be playing for hours if you know you have a lookout, you know, 'cause they got like a desk or whatever, a little counter where they sell the stuffed animals and stuff. So you send a little decoy up there and tell him or tell her like, hey, I need some help on this machine over here. You know, a quarter jammed in it, and they'll be like, all right, show me. So they'll leave their desk, and now they gone. Then you got another lookout that's watching them, and he gonna let you know when the employee is on their way back to the desk where they can see you. You get what I'm saying? So you unplug that mug, a whole bunch of tickets come out. You know what I'm saying? Like we was doing next level shit like that. We was on it like that as kids. You know what I'm saying? Ding dong dish the whole nine, bro. We was doing all that. You know what I mean? Travis Hunter don't strike me as the guy who had a childhood like that. You know what I'm saying? He probably was raised by his grandma. You know, his grandma didn't let him, and they probably grew up in the hood too. You know, his grandma probably didn't let him play outside with the other kids and stuff. You know, matter of fact, let me look that up and see what his background was. His background is. Yeah, he strike me as that guy that, you know, his grandma didn't let him come outside and play with the other kids like that. So they kind of sheltered him. And I mean, I get it, but you know, hold up, here we go. Open this window up. That's crazy. Trav, man, if this message in a bottle reach you, bruh, you know, please take heed, brother. Put her on ice. Put her on ice, man. To keep it, you know what I'm saying, 55th Street with you. He is 6'1", born in West Palm Beach, Florida. Major in psychology. Okay, let me see. Personal life. All right, Hunter's father, Travis Sr., played in the Florida Football Alliance and the Southern States Football League, winning the latter, yada yada yada, NIL deal, yada yada yada. Hold on, planning on, man, is engaged to his high school sweetheart. That's what it is. Also, they went to high school together. They high school sweethearts. Okay. He attended Collins Hill High School in Sweeney, Georgia. Okay, so he was in Gwinnett County. Who raised him? That's what I want to know. Who raised him? Alright, we'll do this another way. This another way. Who raised Travis Hunter? Boom. Oh, he was born in 2003. That's crazy, man. He was born May 18, 2003. I walked across the stage at the Municipal Auditorium to graduate high school May the 21st, 2003. That's crazy. It should say who. Travis Hunter's parents. Alright, let's go here. Alright, Travis Hunter's parents. Father ran track. Man, who raised him, man? That's what I want to know. Travis Hunter's brother. He got a brother. He don't say. It probably do say, but I just don't feel like looking for it right now. But yeah, if what I read is true, that's his high school sweetheart, man, she been clocking him since they was in high school. And that brings me to another point, man. She got up here, everything that she's saying and doing publicly is not happenstance. She is getting coached. She is getting coached. This is just a theory, but I believe that there is a cabal, if you will. Some may say it's a coven of groups of women who coach each other on ways in which to manipulate and get over on men. Let me say that again. This is true, and I'm going to say it just like this. There are witch covens that get together and they trade notes on how to manipulate, control, and get over on men. Now, see, back in the day, when I was coming of age in the early 2000s, it wasn't no such thing as the internet like this. So, yeah, you had groups and cliques of gals that would get together and trade notes and shit, but they couldn't do that shit, over the phone or over their smartphone. These gals today, I would imagine that there's witch covens out there that got thousands of members all around the globe, and they get together, they have their little periodic meetings, and they trade notes and all this other stuff. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that gal is a professional. She is a professional. He's about to be a professional football player, but she's been a professional game runner since she was 11, 13, 11, 12, 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? So everything that she's saying and doing as of right now is strategic and it is intentional with the desired intent to tear Travis's self-esteem down, to tear him down, to knock him down a peg. And this is what I know, man. When you are a person with a lot of talents and abilities, and not only do you have a lot of talents and abilities, but you are tuned in to your talent and to your ability, and you focus all your energy on that, people don't like that. You can just have one talent, one God given talent that the Lord has blessed you with, and you zero in on that talent and you give a particular talent, man, you are gonna come across a wide swath of people who want to humble you and knock you down a peg. You can be the most humble person on the planet, but you're just really good at cooking. You're just really good at football. You're just really good at, I don't know, singing, dancing, whatever your talent is. Because, see, people, the problem with people today is they don't spend enough time. And I'll speak about this. This is, I had a classic video on my old channel. It's called The Top 5 Defects of Black Men. One of those defects is the lack of self-awareness. You know, that being a lot of these brothers, man, especially the young brothers, they walk around here, they don't know they ass from their elbows. They don't know what they like. They don't know what they dislike. They don't know who they are, bruh. They don't really know, what their favorite color is or what their favorite food is or whatever. They're still finding themselves. And if you are a brother who has yet to find himself, you're gonna run into a bevy of problems, man. Because you're gonna get a little slick, crafty female like the female in question, Travis's fiance, and she's gonna exploit those said weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Or those said deficiencies. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say they're weaknesses. They're just he's deficient in certain areas, and she's exploiting those. You know what I'm saying? Because when she got on here and said, "Well, I didn't even like him at first. I didn't find him attractive. I didn't find him attractive." Man, please. I bet you if you go through her Instagram or you go through her Twitter, Facebook, I bet you she got a status that says, "Go get you a medium ugly dude." The next dude I date, he gonna be a medium ugly. He gonna be an ugly dude. Ugly dudes know how to treat a gal. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. She didn't say that because it was true. She finds him attractive. You know what I'm saying? She just wants to take little pot shots at his ego and, negatively affect his self-esteem. And to you young brothers out there, man, listen. The reason why you don't tolerate disrespect from your woman is because that disrespect that she has for you, she's going to have that same disrespect, if not more, towards your son. Straight up. This is why Papoose needs to not go back to Remy Ma. Can we normalize healthy relationships? Can we do that? I seen something on Facebook earlier tonight that it didn't sit well with me, right? People making statuses, they're trying to speak it into existence. Oh, don't worry about it, y'all. Papoose and Remy gonna get back together. This is just black love. No, it's not. That is not black love. That is black dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? If Papoose was smart, he would just stonewall this chick and completely ghost her. Call your lawyer, draw up the divorce paperwork, wait until you find a place where you know she's gonna be at, and then you have somebody serve her fucking papers, serve her walking papers, and whatever the divorce proceed. You know what? However you want to handle the divorce proceedings, Pat, that's on you. But you know, at least until that shit is over with, I would stonewall her and ghost her. I would have no interactions with her whatsoever if I could help it. Like the only way she's gonna communicate with me is she's gonna be on the other side of the courtroom during these divorce proceedings, and that's the only way she's gonna talk to me or reach me. And even then, I'm not gonna talk to her. So she could say little slick shit to try to rub me the wrong way when we in court. But chick, you say it to my lawyer. Save it for my lawyer, cause we're done. I'm not even gonna hear this shit. Now, once this divorce is over with, you get what I'm saying? Then we can see about getting into the co-parenting thing, cause I do believe Pap and Rim got a baby together. So they do need to there needs to be a level and a line of communication open between them for the child's sake. Now if the child is grown or close to being grown, shit, I'm not talking to you. You know what I'm saying? If the child is old enough to have their own cell phone, drive, and they can either or call me or hop in the car and come drive to my house, I'm not talking to you no more, shorty. I don't have to. My daughter, my son is old enough to call me. So if they need me for anything, they can call me. You, on the other hand, miss, you can't call me at all. You feel me? Hold on real quick. Man, I've been up since like midnight, bro. 11 o'clock, man. Went to sleep in the day and just woke up and been up playing video games online with the guys, talking shit. Yeah, no. Hey, 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 hey. But, what can I say? He'll learn. He's gonna learn. Travis Hunter, that is. But yeah, Pap, though, he need to shake that chick. He need to leave her where she stands. I wouldn't even try to prove anything to her, man. Nah, shorty, you got it. You want easy to block, Captain? You got it, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Your wish is my command. Cause see, that's another thing, right? That's another sign of disrespect, and that's why Remy Ma is going so hard and about to lose her shit, because she knows good and damn well what she had in Papoose. She cheated on him with Easy the block captain, not because he was so infatuating and he just enraptured her with his good looks and charm. No, she did that to assault Papoose's ego or assault his self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? And then ended up blowing up in her face because she assaulted this man. She mortally offended him, and he left her and got him a new gal, got him some new little fine shit. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to them. Shout out to them. That's the black love couple that we need. And I pray that Papoose don't go back to that gal, Remy Ma that is, because that's gonna set a bad precedent, man. Now all these chicks around the country gonna think that they can cheat on their husband, cheat on their boyfriend, and be taken back. You know what I'm saying? The same way these chicks think that they can, be single moms and get them a quote unquote high value man like Sierra. Shout out to Sierra and Russell Wilson, right? If they think Sierra can pull that shit off, they think they can pull it off. In the same way, if Pap folds and takes her back, bro, all these chicks gonna do that shit, man. Now you watch what I tell you. Mark my words. Mark my words, man. Real shit. You know. But yeah, though, you gotta check that disrespect at the Dizzo, man, immediately. Immediately. Now me, I'm kind of different. But before I get into all that, hold on, cause it's about to be story time, and I'm about to say some shit. This is gonna be like, what? Niggas gonna be like, what? So hold on, give me a quick second. I need to check up on something real quick. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Man, listen. My baby mama, right? God bless her. But she tried this same shit with me. Now, I'm a little different, you know. I'm a little different in the sense that I'm a lot like my father, right? My father, God rest his soul, was not a confrontational kind of guy. And I mean, like, he wasn't confrontational. He wasn't with all that rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? I rarely seen my father get upset. I seen my father get upset with me one time. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, when I did something wrong, he would sit me down and talk to me about it in a calm, measured, controlled manner. You know what I'm saying? And I love you for that, Pops, because you showed me. You gave me the blueprint, you feel me, on how to conduct myself. But, so that's my temperament. Now, if I get upset and I get to screaming on you and I get to woofing at you and shit, don't get that misconstrued. I mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? If I say I'm gonna do you something bad, you better be careful, because I very well so may do you something bad. You get what I'm saying? If I get to woofing and barking at you and growling on you, I mean that shit. Well, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Got a character selection, because we're going to do these real quick. And I don't know if y'all peeked it, but yeah, I picked Sindel because that's who Travis Hunter's fiance remind me of. Little wicked female, little wicked, oh wicked self. Anyway, we gonna go here with it. Who is this? Reptile.
Sindel, Darius, Chameleon.
We gonna go here with it.
The Chaosium.
The Chaosium. I like that. I like that. The Chaosium, man.
Finish her.
With pleasure.
Fatality. Reptile wins.
That was insane. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Crazy work. But yeah, man. Uh, so this is back. I'm take you back about 10 years ago, man. 2014, late 2014, early 2015, right? And this, let me tell you this, man. My baby mama, bruh. Like, if you listen to my old Red Pill, Manosphere videos when I'm Red Pill raging, congratulations, shorty. You're the reason why I was Red Pill raging. Now, this is a side note. Matter of fact, let me write this down because I'm going to touch on this again because it's a guy on TikTok that I'm going to put some straightening to him. Hold up. Mm-hmm. We're going to call this the real. Okay. All right. So now, mind you, I'm not gonna I'm gonna spare you with all the details. Short story long. Me and Shorty hook up. I knew her prior to us. I've been knowing her for a while. I just say that, right? So it is well. First off. But now I'll get to that. January, or was it early February? Matter of fact, it was early February, right? Early February. My gal, my baby mama, but my girlfriend at the time, she was out with her homegirls, gallivanting and carrying on, right? They're off doing God knows what. All right, cool, whatever. I'm I'm not living with my girlfriend at the time, but I stay over there. But I stay over there from time to time. You feel me? I spend a night from time to time, but I got my own place that I can get back to. And this is another side note. Brothers, don't ever move in with your gal, man. Don't ever move in with your gal, man. Because for the simple fact, when you get when you give that woman has to earn that level of access to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you living in a house with another person who has access to your toothbrush. Even if she don't cook, she got access to the food that's in your refrigerator. You know what I mean? She has access to your medicine cabinet. She is laying right next to you as you're sleeping. You are no you are no more vulnerable as a man than you are when you're sleeping. She can do you fall asleep around the wrong woman, she can do whatever she wants to you. And you can't do a motherfucking thing about it. I just hope that you was got yourself right with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? For real. Matter of fact, we gonna go here with it. Sunny days, everybody loves them. But tell me, baby, can you stand the rain?
Rain.
And we gonna switch it up too.
Lee May.
Lee May.
Darius. Chameleon.
Man, the way Buddy say Darius, man, remind me of Marcus. What movie was that? I forgot what movie that was. Marcus.
Sundo.
Sundo. Hold on, let me do this fatality real quick, and then we'll get back to the isnish at hand. But hold on, let me just
Finish her.
Let me just take some time to admire the artwork, right? It's a seaport style stage. This artwork is beautiful. Anyway, let's go. The Red Sea, huh?
Fatality. Rain wins.
That was dope. That was dope. Really was. But yeah, man. Listen. I mean, if you got you a shorty, bruh, and she got her own place, you got your own place. You know, you can spend a night or have her spend a night from time to time, whatever the case is. You know, until you really learn her. But bruh, do not, definitely, especially don't move in with her. You get what I'm saying? Cause that right there is just you're deferring power at that point. You make her break her lease, wait till her lease is up, or whatever the case is, and move in your shit. You get what I'm saying? You don't never move in her shit, bruh. Cause I mean, you got legal issues going on and whatnot. You know, because if you move into her shit, if y'all get into a domestic and the police come, police may ask y'all, all right, who name is on the lease? Officer, my name is on the lease. He moved in with me. You ain't got a leg to stand on at that point. Police gonna tell you, sir, this is her apartment. You're gonna have to, fuck off for 24 hours. You get what I'm saying? Now you gone for 24 hours. You got all your shit up in there. You got your PlayStation, your clothes, all that in there. You know what I mean? She doing all manner of fuck shit. She cutting your clothes up, scrubbing the toilet with your toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? Pouring water in your PlayStation and shit. You know what I mean? It's just all bad, bro. It's all bad, man. It's a bad idea, trust me. But anyway, back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'ma let them understand. You know what I'm talking about? So, my gal, she gone all day, man, gallivanting and carrying on with her homegirls, right? She come home. She don't take a shower. Excuse me. That was my Kansas City coming through. She doesn't take a shower, and she doesn't brush her teeth before she goes to bed on this night. Okay. Hygiene is important, but okay. At the time, I'm working at FedEx part time, and I'm going to college, right? Trying to become a lawyer. That was the plan at the time. And so I wake up at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning because I got to be at FedEx at like 3 so I can do my shift. I do my shift at FedEx from like 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. I leave there, go home, take a shower, head to the school, you know, do my thing, right? So I get up, I put all my gear on, all my work uniform, right? Brush my teeth, make me a cup of coffee. I go in to give her a kiss goodbye before I go off to work. I lean in, and her whole face, and I don't mean her whole face, but right where her mouth is, from her nose to her chin, smells like, how you say, female secretion, right? So I say to myself, I'm like, I know damn well that ain't what I think I smell. I back up, I'm looking at her, I lean in again, smell it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I smell. I know I ain't tripping. I'm like, you motherfucker. Now, mind you, it's another reason, fellas. Hold on, real quick. Clear my throat. This to you young cats, man. Y'all think it's so fly. Ah, man, My gal, she go both ways, man. My gal got a girlfriend, and we be breaking girls in. You think that shit cool, huh? Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, yeah. Yo, gal's homegirl that they always together and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They doing something. They they playing. You thinking, your gal wanna punish you, right? So she wanna withhold sex from you and stuff, right? But she still got needs, so she wants to have sex. She just don't want to have sex with you. Who you think she gonna call? Not the Ghostbusters. She gonna call her homegirl that she been kissing and sucking on for the past 3, 4 years. And her homegirl gonna get the strap. You know, they gonna do their thing, and she gonna come home like ain't nothing happened. And it's been what 3, 4, 5 weeks since you done had some, and she been getting the brakes beat off of her for a whole month straight. And you ain't none the wiser. That's why I don't deal with chicks who deal with chicks. I don't care. And that's not my type of party. It's not. That's just to keep down on confusion. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I go to work, thinking about it at work. I'm like, man. Now mind you, I've been knowing this chick for a while, and she been sweating me to be my girlfriend for a while. But I seen some red flags, and I just kind of strung her along and was like, nah, I ain't finna mess with you because you on bullshit. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt, and I gave her a chance. Foolish me. Let me do another fatality real quick. Yo, I'm liking this Rain character. I'm liking this Steve-O. Uh-oh.
Ermac. Lee May.
Lee May.
Darius. Chameleon.
Come. Ooh, a fire temple. Oh, what's this? Matter of fact, we're gonna go here with it.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
We're gonna go to the laboratory. You know what I'm talking about? The laboratory. Hold up.
Finish her.
With pleasure. Bend her up.
Fatality. Ermac wins.
Mm, mm, mm. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Anyway, so get off of my shift, right? I get home, take my shower, go to work. Go to school. Get off from school after I done hit the tutor, the math tutor and whatnot. To get home. I hit her up. I ask her. I'm like, yo, what's to that? When you came home from a day of chilling with your girl, your home girl and whatnot. I was smelling what I was smelling. And of course, she got to playing in my face, lying and shit. No, it wasn't like that, Ben. I didn't do that. You listen, shorty. I've been, how you say, sexually active since I was what, 12, 13, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? I know what I smell on your face. That was not some fucking sexy red lip gloss. You know what I mean? That was some vaginal secretions of another woman that was on your face. Quit playing with me. You know what? Matter of fact, you can play. I'm gonna go. It's over. And I broke up with her, right? Put my phone on D&D. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm working and going to school. I'm trying to be a lawyer. I ain't got time to be going through this drama with this so and so. You get what I'm saying? She blowing my phone up, man. Blowing my phone up. And then she finally sent me a picture of a positive pregnancy test. Mm, 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 mm. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn. So I go to the store, buy a pregnancy test. I'm like, man, she could have Google searched that picture and sent it to me. So she gonna have to piss on this stick in front of me. So I go over there, go over to her spot. I'm like, hey, you gotta take this pregnancy test. I already took the pregnancy. Listen, uh, just take the pregnancy test. It ain't gonna take you but 5 minutes to piss on the stick and let the results come in. That's it. That's all. She take the pregnancy test. She set it on the counter, and I'm looking at it. Right. I'm staring at it. I'm gonna watch this pregnancy test until it shows that it's positive or negative. And I can't remember what the display was, if it was like 2 lines for pregnant or 3 lines for pregnant or whatever the case was. But I'm watching it. I think it was 2 lines for pregnant, right? So I'm watching it, right? One line pop up, and I'm like, shit, here we go. Then that second line start to come in, and my heart just is getting heavy, bruh. And she's right next to me. She's watching the test too. We're both watching the test. I'm looking at it, and then that second line came in. Oh shit! And I'll never forget this shit, man. Until the good Lord called me home, and she go, pregnant, baby. Basically what? And right when she said that shit, man, my heart just dropped. It just, man, listen, my heart melted in my chest, man. My knees grew weak. I mean, man, you could have knocked me over with a pillow. All at the time, I was what, 215 pounds, 212, 215 pounds. All 212 pounds of me, man. You could have knocked me over with a pillow. I was like, ah, fuck. I was like, I thought about it. I said, well, gotta see where this goes. I'm in for a penny, I'm in for a pound. So I tell Shorty, I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and work this out, man. So some time passes. I'm thinking about it, right? I'm like, damn. All right, here's the play, right? I'm gonna tell her to we're gonna go down to the county steps. We're gonna get married on the county steps. I'm gonna join the army, right? And then my shorty would have been dropped. And then wherever I'm at, whether I choose to go reserve or go active, my wife and my child can move in with me, and then we could do this thing the right way. You know what I'm saying? I owe it to my daughter. I owe it to my child. Not only do I owe it to my child, but I owe it to myself as well. You get what I'm saying? But more importantly, I owe it to my daughter. You get what I'm saying? To give her that, you know, because that's what I had growing up. You know, I had two parents until the age of 12 when my parents divorced. You get what I'm saying? But from the time I was born until I was 12 years old, my parents were together. I'm talking mom and dad. I still got memories of when my dad would come home from work sometimes when I was real small. As soon as he hit the door, I'm like, Daddy, and I run and jump in his arms. You know what I'm saying? I give him a hug and I put my cheek up against his cheek and I could feel the stubble on his face coming in. You get what I'm saying? Those are the fond memories I have of being raised by both of my parents. And I wanted my daughter to have the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I proposed to her, and she like, "No, I don't want to. I don't want a county steps wedding. I don't want a county steps wedding." I said, "Shorty, we, you and I right now, that's all we can afford. We got county steps wedding money. But listen, let's get married on the county steps, and at a later date, when our money get right, then you can have the grandiose ceremony that you want, man." Shorty could be a fucking flower girl. Well, you know what? At the time, I didn't know the gender, so whatever. She's like, "No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it." I said, "You know what? All right, cool, whatever." So I'll just stay and just try to play it cool, right? The next month, now mind you, this is early January that all this happens, or I want to say mid-January. In any event, whatever. Next month rolls around. Now, when Travis Hunter, let me stop right here and let me digress a little bit. When Travis Hunter's girlfriend showed that level of contempt for him when she threw that little attitude live on television, that really spoke to me because when February rolled around, right, I planned this wonderful Valentine's Day date. We're gonna go to nice little massage parlor, and then go to I forgot which order it was. Matter of fact, I believe it was. Matter of fact, yeah, we was gonna go out to eat first at a nice 5-star restaurant. I forgot the name of the restaurant. Let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. Paint this picture. You know what I'm saying? Is it Gusto's? No, it ain't Gusto's. Five-star restaurants. Le Fru, Eddie V's. No, that ain't it. I can't pronounce that. Pierpoint, no. 801, no. American Reserve, Capitol Grill, no. Ocean Prime, no. What was that? Majestics, no. Bristows. Bristows, seafood and steak. Now they got a couple of Bristows. They got one downtown, right? I went to that one. I took this African girl there years prior to that, man. This chick, she was Tanzanian, right? Took her to the downtown Bristows. And they got, like, you go up in there, right? I think in the middle of the restaurant, they got a wine cellar and it's glass and you can pick your wine, right? So I think when I went with this African chick, this Tanzanian gal, I think I bought like a it was a dry, extra dry white wine. Forgot the name of it. I don't know if it was a Chardonnay or what, but it was a dry white wine, right? Wonderful. The the meal was amazing, right? Spent well over at the time. It was like over $100 meal. This was like mid 2000s, going into the 2010s, I believe. Yeah, something like that. So $100 meal at this point, that was a lot of money, especially for a brother in my early to mid 20s or whatever the case was. And it's another digression. Let me digress even further. That's why I said that brothers need to take their girl on an expensive date. Or, they're not just their girl, but a girl whom um, they are courting, just to see how she acts. You know what I'm saying? You want to see if she's gonna be. First of all, you want to see if she's gonna appreciate it, because a lot of these gals, they're so entitled that they are ungrateful little hell spawns. And you take her to a five-star restaurant and she'll sit up here and tell you, well, that's what you supposed to do. You ungrateful motherfucker. You won't even get a Subway sandwich out of me ever again, you ungrateful so and so. And you want to see what her etiquette is. If you're dealing with a hood rat, what's going to happen is if you take her to a five-star restaurant, she's either going to show her ass because she feels out of place, so she's going to show her ass, and or she's going to be real timid because she knows she's out of place. You get what I'm saying? So you want to put her in that position to see how she acts, see what her etiquette is like, to try to see if she really is a five-star chick. You know, a lot of y'all getting this shit confused, man. Y'all got a whole fast food shorty, and you letting her tell you that she's a five-star chick just because she put on some Brazilian yaki lace front, some eyelashes, and cake on a bunch of makeup, and she tell you she a five-star chick. No, she ain't no five-star chick. She is the hood fish fry. That's where you take her. You take her ass to Luffy's for some fried fish. You get what I'm saying? Hell, if you want shit, you can take her to Gates for some barbecue. And shout out to Gates. That's not me taking a shot at Gates. I love Gates barbecue. It's Gates sauce to a boss. But her element is not Bristow's. She don't belong in a place where they have a wine cellar and they have a wine menu. You get what I'm saying? And you're reading the wine menu and it's giving you all the details. Oh, this was aged and this was bottled in Florence, Italy, and it was aged for this long and yada. She don't need to know all that. I mean, she don't even need to. I mean, she don't know nothing about it. She ain't got the mind for it. So don't even. You know what I'm saying? You just keep her where you keep her. You take her to the chicken wing spot. You know what I'm saying? Or the fast food spot, or the barbecue spot. You know, that's her speed. You get what I'm saying? So I took her to this mug, right? And I mean, she could not contain herself. She saw this as a perfect time to assault my ego. And I'm on a budget, mind you. I'm working part time and I'm a college student. And this is a five-star restaurant. I can't break the bank on this one. You know what I'm saying? So I got a set budget. You know what I'm saying? And she get to ordering extra stuff, and I tell her, "Hey, yo, don't order that. Boy, I can order what I want. Yada yada yada. Boy, I can. Oh, okay. Show you right. All right." So she ordered the food, right? Well, she ordered the appetizer. She ordered some shit, and then she ordered a salmon plate, right? And then she ordered an appetizer. I told her, don't order the appetizer. I can't afford that. She ordered it anyway. They bring the appetizers out. It's four little things on a plate, right? I eat two, she eat two. She don't touch her salmon. She get a to-go box for the salmon. We leave the restaurant. We go to the massage parlor, right? We go to the massage parlor. I request a female masseuse. I don't want no nigga rubbing on me. They was like, well, you know, uh, and I don't care if the dude rub on her. I don't care. Whatever. I just don't want no female. I mean, excuse me, Sela. I just don't want a male rubbing on me. You get what I'm saying? They tell me, oh, well, she's pregnant and the dude is not certified to give massages to a pregnant woman. I guess you gotta have like a special certification or whatever the case is. And the female is wink, 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 dot, dot, dot. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. So we get into the room, getting the massages, and I forgot what it was. But she did something. My gal, my girlfriend at the time, she did something, and she said something that rubbed me the wrong way. It was a slight. She slighted me and she disrespected me. So we're on our way back to her apartment, right? And I'm just, replaying this shit, replaying the events in my mind, and I'm like, this gal is ungrateful. She's ungrateful and she's disrespectful. Okay. With that said, however, she is carrying my child. We get back to her place, and I'm just gonna watch. So she put the little to-go box in the refrigerator, in her refrigerator, and I'm just watching. Now this plate costed like $40, $50. Mind you, I think she ordered like the most expensive plate, the most expensive meal on the menu. This, the meal was like 50. That meal itself was like $50 or $60. I remember that she ordered. And when she ordered it, I'm looking at it on the menu, and I'm like, I know this chick didn't just order the most expensive shit on the menu. All right, cool. 1 week go by. I go in the refrigerator. I open up the doggy bag. It's still there. She ain't touched it. Put the top back on. I'm like, hey, ain't you gonna eat that? Well, yeah, I'ma eat it. I'ma eat it. I'ma eat it. A few more days go by. She still ain't ate it. The shit ended up getting thrown out. Right? Had to end up throwing it out. So she's ungrateful. So she's disrespectful and ungrateful. All right, whatever. A week later, I'll never forget this because it was around the time of a full moon. And that's why I say, man, y'all brothers better watch these gals, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of these gals are doing moon magic on you and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to give you none, right? But they want to wait until it's a full moon to have sex with you, to give you some. She's doing moon magic. You gotta watch that shit, for real. So this shit happened around a full moon, right? So I come over there. Well, the full moon is over with. I come over there the next day, right? I go to her bed. I go to her bedroom, right? On the right side of the bed, right on the edge of the bed, in the middle of the bed, is a stain, right? I know what this stain is. It's a semen stain, right? Again, at the time, I'm 30 years old. Not to be crass, but nigga, I've been skeeting since I hit puberty. I know what a semen stain on some sheets look like. So I call her, I draw her attention to it. I said, hey, shorty, what's this right here? Oh, that's I'm a I was eating cereal in the bed and I spilled some milk. That's milk. Oh, it's milk, huh? Oh, okay. Now, mind you, she's pregnant. So she lays in the bed and goes to sleep. Or lays down, take a nap, right? I go to the kitchen. She got a bowl of milk that she done ate some cereal with laying on the counter. I said, okay, let me see something. I get the bowl with the spoon. I scoop a little bit of the milk out, pour it on the bed, right next to the alleged semen stain. Go back to the kitchen, put the bowl down, go in the living room, do some studying, right? I'm like, I'm gonna wait till this stain dry, and then we gonna see. Some hours go by, I go back in there, and I see the milk stain that I made dried. She's up at this time, right? I draw her attention to this again, because we're about to do a, how you say, a splatter analysis. So I say, come here, shorty. Look at this. This right here, this is the stain that I mentioned to you earlier, right? You said that was milk, right? Look at this second stain. That's actually milk, because I poured it on the bed and waited till it dried. This is milk. This is a milk stain. That is not. That is something else. What is that? Boy, I told you it was milk. Fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't make a scene. Didn't didn't lose my shit. I said, man, look. Soon as I can break North and get from around this gal, I'm out of here. I'm on the first thing smoking, right? So she left to go to work, and I'm in her crib by myself. I write her a note. Hold on real quick. Who am I gonna use? Matter of fact,
General Shao.
Shao Kahn.
Melina. Darius.
Hold up.
Goro. Serena.
Where's the throne room at?
Tomb of the Dragon Army. Finish her. Fatality. General Shao wins.
Yo, these fatalities are next level. So anyway, I don't get into it with her. It's nothing to get into it about. You know what I'm saying? You made your bed, you lay in it. You know what I mean? That's how I was bumming. It kind of broke my heart because I'm like, but at the same time, I'm like, that might not be my baby. So I ain't even gonna trip until the time comes. So she leave for work. I write her a note, just write her a letter and just let her know like, hey, listen, we tried it. I've been knowing you for a while. You've been trying to be my girlfriend for a while. Whatever the case is, I finally give you a shot. I finally give you a chance, and this is how you act. All right, cool. C'est la vie, such is life. Um, Call me when the baby gets here, and we can take a blood test to see whose child that is. Too easy. She loses her shit, goes completely ape shit, you know what I mean? Popping up in my crib, you know, unannounced. She's 2, 3 months pregnant. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Go holla at that nigga whom, go holla at him. And that chick was messing with my car at the time. At the time, I had like what, a 2008 Dodge Avenger. It was silver. Love that car, man. I used to do 100 down the highway in that mug, man. I wasn't necessarily a Charger nigga per se, but I was a Dodge Avenger nigga. You know what I'm talking about? The Dodge Avenger is like a smaller, lesser version of the Charger. But I like it. I like the way it looked. I wish they'd bring it back. But anyway, my my Avenger didn't have the lock on the gas cap type shit. So anybody could just walk up to it, open it, siphon gas out of it, or put shit in the gas tank. So I'm going to class, man, and then all of a sudden, out the blue, and I'm taking care of my car. I'm doing the maintenance on it. I'm changing the oil, changing the tires, changing the brakes. Now all of a sudden, now this mug want to start messing up. Now I'm not saying that she put anything in my gas tank, pour water in my gas tank or pour sugar in my gas tank, whatever the case was. I'm not saying that she did that, but it seemed kind of strange that, I break up with her. She's all distraught. She's emotional. She's pregnant and all this other shit. And now my car is messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's to that? Anyway, but it didn't matter because I ended up getting another car. So, no harm, no foul. Right? I missed my Avenger though. But anyway, yeah, man, that is the disrespect, man. So if you brothers ain't careful, man, you allow some shit to slide, man, you'll never see the end of it. You'll never see the end of it, bro. It starts with just a little slight today, a little snide comment today, and 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, you're gonna look up and she's gonna be straight treating your ass like Jada Pinkett was doing Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be treating your ass, bro. So you gotta nip that shit in the bud, man. And you gotta be able to cut bait and, you know what I'm saying, get the fuck on. You get what I'm saying? It's another one out there, man. Trust me, it's an even better one out there. So replace that one and get you a new one, man. Because I'm telling you, your dignity is worth more than whatever feelings you think you have for her. Because if she don't respect you, man, she don't respect herself. So get from around people like that, man. And again, excuse me. And again, man, it's kind of disheartening that, this brother with this ethereal level talent is walking into a meat grinder that I myself have been through. I know how the sausage is made. You get me? I've peeked behind the curtain. I know how they make it. I know how they make the sausage. I know what goes into the sausage. And I'm telling you, Trav, listen to me, cuz you are about to be ground chuck if you're not careful. But at the same time, I don't know their relationship. I don't. He could have the upper hand. She just, she just maybe pulling these stunts to try to make him knuckle under. You know what I'm saying? And he may hold his frame and, let her know, like, hey, look, shorty, I ain't going for none of that. I ain't going for none. So you better get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? So, I wish them the best. I really do. I wish they would work out, live long and prosper and all that, man. I want to see her on his arm when he gives his retirement speech. You get what I'm saying? And I want to see little half and half, little light skinned Travis Hunters, in the crowd, cheering on their Hall of Fame daddy. You get what I'm saying? That's what I would like to see. Lord willing. That's what I would like to see. But, yeah, I'm about to wrap this up. You know what? We're going to go out. One more. We're going to do this for the people, man. One more fatality for the road, man. One more. I wish I had more people in the chat, man. Give me some suggestions for a fatality. Who is this? I don't even know who you are. You know what? We're going to go here, man. We're going to keep it.
Noob silent. Kitara.
We gonna keep it 55th Street. Hold up.
Jax. Sonya Blade. Shang Tsung's laboratory.
The laboratory.
Finish her. Fatality. Noob Saibot wins.
Bro, these fatalities are next level. Next level, man. But yeah, though, Trav, man, keep your game tight, man. Keep your game tight and get a prenuptial, bruh. Get a nuptial. And if not, bruh, if you're not gonna get a prenuptial, dude, you better start getting money and putting it into a trust fund. You know what I'm saying? Your rookie contract, bro, you need to take half of that, put it in a trust fund with 12% interest rate. So if she do go bad on you, you know what I'm saying? You got that trust fund over there, ain't got shit to do with her. You can put it in a shell company. You can hide it in a shell company, and she'll be none the wiser. Let me put you up on some game real quick, Travis. There's a couple of states, I believe Nevada is one of those states, where the judge cannot subpoena the documents for an LLC. So you can go to, well, at least like yeah. So you can start an LLC in Nevada, and I believe Florida does it as well. Or Florida, get a shell company, hide that shell company in that LLC, and keep putting money in that shell company. Oh, shut up, Siri. When nobody talking to you. And hide that money in that trust fund in that shell company. So you got several layers of protection. So that way, if she go left, you got a little nest egg for a rainy day. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, you can at least do that. You feel me? Because I would hate to see you broke. You know, that little 30 for 30 series about them athletes who make all these millions of dollars, and at the end of their career, they broke. And I'm telling you, fellas, man, this not just for Travis, man. It's for all of y'all. A woman will make you go broke, or will break your pockets faster than a Kansas City minute. You feel me? In a Kansas City second, and where you blink your eyes and your pockets will be turned inside out. You know what I'm saying? Shorty will grab you by the ankles and shake every cent out your goof ass if you ain't careful. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, though, man, y'all stay dangerous, man.